chanting, dancing to his name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Hari Bol. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you're gone. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Yeah, good morning. I don't have a lot of energy right now, so let's do some japa and see how it goes. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. You can turn your mic on. Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Rama,
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 Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama,
Hare Hare, Rama.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Rama
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 Rama Hari
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 Hari Krishna
Hari
Hari Krishna
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 Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare Rama Hare
Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Krishna Hari Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama Hare
Hari Rama
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare Hare Rama
Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Rama Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama Hari
Krishna Hare
Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari Rama
Krishna
Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama
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 Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna
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 Hari Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare Rama
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna 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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
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 Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama
Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hari
Rama
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama Rama Hare
Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hari
Hare Rama
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama Hare Rama
Rama Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Krishna Hari
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Hari
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
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 Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare Hare Rama
Rama
Hare Rama
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
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 Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna
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 Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama
Rama Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama Hare Rama
Rama
Rama Rama Hare
Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hari Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hari Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna Hari
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna Hari Hari
Rama,
Hari Ram Hari
Rama
Ram
Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram Hari
Krishna,
Hari Hari Krishna Hari Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama Rama
Hari
Rama
Ram
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari Krishna Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari Krishna Hari
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama Hare
Krishna Hari
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hari Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama
Krishna
Hari Rama
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari Krishna
Rama
Hari Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hari Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama
Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Krishna
Rama
Hari Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari Rama Hari Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hari Krishna Hari Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Hari
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama Rama
Hare
Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
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 Rama Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna
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 Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari Rama Hari
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama
Hari Krishna Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
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 Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama Hare
Rama
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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama
Rama
Hare Rama
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 Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari Rama Hari Rama
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 Rama Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna
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 Hare
Hari Hari
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hari
Rama Rama Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama
Rama
Rama Hari
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama
Rama
Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hari
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari Rama
Krishna
Hari Rama 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 Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare Rama
Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hari Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hari Rama Hari Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Rama 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 Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hari Hari Rama
Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hari
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Hare.
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Krishna
Hari
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hari Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama
Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hari Hari
Rama
Hari Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Rama
Rama,
Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hari
Rama Rama,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna, Krishna
Prabhu
Krishna, Hare
Nityananda
Hare,
Shri
Rama, Hare Rama,
Chaitanya
Rama Rama, Hare
Shivasari Gora Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Prabhu
Krishna Krishna,
Nityananda
Hare Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare Rama,
Shivasari
Rama
Shri
Rama,
Advaita
Rama, Hare
Gaura Shri Advaita Nityananda
Hare
Gauranga Chaitanya Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri
Krishna
Advaita
Krishna Hari Hari Shri
Gatsatari
Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya
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 Shri Krishna Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Advaita
Chaitanya
Gatsatara
Shri Krishna
Shri Vasati Gora
Shri Krishna
Bhakta
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna,
Shri
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Chaitanya
Hare Rama,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya
Rama, Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya
Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna, Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Nityananda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Rama Hare Rama.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna. Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama.
Ram, Hare
Rama Rama Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. 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 Hare Hare. Oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama.
Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari, Hari Hari, Krishna,
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hari
Rama, Rama,
Hari,
Hare Krishna,
Hari Hari,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama.
Rama, Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Shri
Hare.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Chaitanya.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Sri Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Oh, hello, everybody. Hare Krishna. Parisio. Krishna, Radhe. Yeah, Radhe, Radhe. Ah, Noodles comes here a lot nowadays. Hey, Noodles. Nice to see you so often. Whatever gets you here, Noodles, is perfect. Yeah. So, let's see. Yeah. I don't have a lot of strength today. I think I picked up some bug from Mexico on my way here. So, yeah. So it's kind of like an India thing. Okay. But Krishna's making up the difference, it seems like. deliverance. Ah. Yeah. So I'll just continue here. Chaitanya Charitamrita Anjalila, chapter 9 there. I'll read a little bit and then you can read some. Yeah. Text number 3. All glories to Advaita Acharya, who is very merciful. All glories to the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who are always overwhelmed by transcendental bliss. Okay? Isn't that amazing? Isn't it so nice? You can, if you become a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, that is your benediction. You're always overwhelmed with transcendental bliss. Whenever you want, see, whenever you want, you open your mouth, and there it is. Yeah. Yesterday, I was ordering something for Lalita, and she just started chanting. And automatically the bliss came, ecstasy. She just started becoming really ecstatic. What a gift, huh? Isn't that a nice present? This is the magnanimity of Lord Caitanya, to make even fallen souls like us liberated souls. See, that's being saved. Yeah, yeah. All I want is Chaitanya. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why you get Chaitanya. Yeah, so that's the position of devotees of Lord Chaitanya. So, that's why it become, just be around just by associating with devotees who are devotees of Lord Chaitanya and know its value. They are tasting its value. You got to taste its value. See? You got to get really close with the Lord. See, and so you got to get close to. If you want to learn how to be a real devotee, not just a practicing, like you're a ceremonial devotee or a Brahmin or even a sannyasi in the Varnashram system. You have to find a real devotee and just inherit their qualities, become part of the family of devotees. And see, that's our work here is to show people how good it is to be a devotee, how intelligent it is, how precious it is. See, that's why the devotees come here. They come to the planet to show the glories of devotional service, especially on the highest levels. I mean, that's what's available now. That's not like Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta were here when they were here, and what was available was ceremonial worship, build temples, work for Krishna, chant, do sadhana bhakti, and all that was available. Now what's available are the deeper levels for those who simply desire it. And how do you desire it? Well, you got to see the other end of the ruler. See, the other end of the ruler is Radha and Krishna. Well, how am I going to see Radha and Krishna? You got to see a devotee who has love for God. Radha and Krishna are dancing in their heart. See, now you understand, and if you learn from them, you can learn the full path. You can understand, okay, yeah, Vaidhi is over on the beginning side of the ruler. See, there's less measure there. See, you could look at it like less measure of mercy. See, less measure of the mercy. So you want the full measure of mercy? Well, walk towards the other end of the ruler. Well, how do I do that? Well, that's what the devotees who teach Raganuga are here for. Yeah, this is how you walk towards this other end of the ruler. And then you're on that other end also. And know the glories of pure devotional service. See? Prema bhakti. See, you got to go through the door. Go to the associate with devotees who are prema bhaktas. The few that there are in this world that we know of. I haven't met one leader I could say this is a prema bhakti, not even one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Unless they're hiding the symptom. Well, I met this one guy, he was a really advanced devotee. And he was a Babaji. And man, the guy I just loved, it just felt good to be around that guy, And he was ecstatic, man. He came out of his trance, talked to me a little bit, and then when it was done, right back into his ecstatic chanting. He knew what he wanted. He knew where his life was. It's great. It's nice to catch people like that sometimes. Yeah. Let my hear. Yeah, I mean, it's that simple. I mean, very simple. Krishna's very simple. Radha's very simple. The devotees are very simple in Vrindavan. The path is very simple when it's explained by devotees. I'm just telling you what Lord Caitanya, he taught the path. I just tell you what he tells it. And I teach that, and those who follow it get it. Look at Lolita, she's got it. And so many others. Look at Fernando, you're making nice progress, right? You feel like you're understanding the path, and it works, and it's inspiring, and it gives you like a new life. It gives you real life, and so anyway, you had enough experience, and a lot of you had enough experience on the Vaidhi. And I'm just telling you what Lord Caitanya told his devotees. He taught the Vaidhi thing as a Nimai Pandit. Also, put your tilak on. It's otherwise your head's like a crematorium. All that stuff. He taught that, and tie your dhoti this way and that way, and follow these rules. Wipe your little buttocks with your left hand, not your right hand. He taught that, and then he said, "Okay, you learned." And he taught the Vedas. They studied, Bhagavad Gita and all the books, and they said, "Okay, you learned enough of that. Let's do kirtan." Okay? Now I want to show you prema bhakti and its principles. Yeah, and so whoever wanted to could come into that level, just like now. Whoever wants to, we're inviting people. If you're having a party and you invite people, some come, right? So I'm inviting. We're inviting here in our sangha because you have very magnanimous and munificent devotees here. We're inviting people from ISKCON and Gaudiya Math and Gaudiya Smith, come here and very quickly come to the other end of the ruler and be ruled by the love of Krishna, by Radha's love for Krishna. Become a real gopi. We show you how to do it. No, don't think I got to go, the gopi. We even some of it in our sangha where they think, speculation. They think, oh, I'm a gopi. No, you're not. Not yet. I got gopi Bob. Oh yeah. Oh really? Huh. You got to go through a swashbuckler first. Mr. Arrogant. Yeah. So it's beautiful. The devotees of Lord Caitanya are overwhelmed. So come here, we'll teach you what that is, because the Lord is giving us that gift to be overwhelmed with transcendental bliss anytime we call the Lord. Because when the Lord comes, you automatically, if he's your friend, you're going to be overwhelmed with transcendental bliss, because that's what he's made of, isn't he? His body is such an ananda. And if you're a real devotee, and especially, that's why when you really get this, you'll become a devotee of a devotee naturally, because the Lord is a devotee of his devotees. If you're not, you're in some other realm, some other form of Maya, Mahamaya out there. All devotees are devotees of devotees, because their Lord is living in those real devotees. Yeah. And they come here to teach how to be devotees of real devotees. Just even Lord Shiva taught Daksha. In Daksha, everybody was a devotee of Daksha, of the demigods, millions of. Can you imagine? That's how bewildering the Lord's material potency is, even in goodness. He was in goodness. That's like where the Maya takes a disguise as an angel of light. See, so that's the Christian version, and that showed up in the pastime of Daksha. Millions of good persons, very good, honest, all this demigods. Oh, give charity, compassionate, at least on the level of goodness, for people, and all of that. And they gave great homage to Daksha, right, and nothing to Shiva. Okay? So that's how difficult it is to discern where the spiritual potency is. See, it's very difficult to understand where that spiritual potency is. So yeah, and be kind of steady there also, because yeah, it's difficult to discern where the spiritual potency is. Because of the Lord's Maya. You have to, that's what Lord Shiva taught Daksha and those followers, because they ended up giving homage to Lord Shiva, realizing, oh, Lord Shiva, you're a pure devotee. You're the real pure devotee. We thought, see, this is the thing, you don't know your position. Even if you're a good guru, that's why there's a lot of probably good gurus out there, good enough for them, good enough for their disciples. But really, is it good enough for really the ultimate destination of life? No, that's why we have Bhagavatam. That's why you have real living devotees who have the real mercy of that transcendental Lord to teach with how to approach. See, so that wasn't good enough. And so you have this big pastime, big fight, because the demigods and the demigods challenged Lord Shiva, headed by Daksha, who still had the covering of envy, competition, and jealousy, just like the Pharisees had with Jesus. They still had that cover. Jesus is a competitor with us. Oh, he's trying to become the real leader. We're the leaders. He wants to be the leader. See, no, Jesus wanted to save people. He came here to save people. But you got to become conclusive. You got to know where the spiritual potency is working. See, we even make it easier now because we have deep Siddhanta, and I'm preaching it. This is in Prabhupada's books. If you listen here, you'll understand where the spiritual potency is, what it is, how to surrender to it, how to take shelter of it. Why wouldn't you? Look at Shiva. Look how much spiritual power he had. He just creamed Daksha. The spiritual potency is more powerful than anything. It's more conclusive than anything. It's more ecstatic than anything. Gives you better happiness than anything. That's why the Lord comes here to share that knowledge and that truth here in this world. Yeah, that's why the devotees are here. That's why we're here. That's our work here. We're swashbucklers. They're pirates for Krishna. Yeah, you know what? I'm not ready for questions, and I'm going to put you down for a while. I'm sorry. I just need to do that because later on, stay around, and I'll put you back up. But I don't. I'm just kind of on a roll here, and I want to stay on the roll. That's how it is, Radhe. Sometimes it's a tough teaching. Sorry. But I'm going to do it because I'm very greedy and I'm very, very, I just want to be in my service right now. And later on, I'll deal with, so just hang out there in the batter's box if you want. If not, you can come back. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the way, the Lord Caitanya was like that. He would like to be around people when your mind is really peaceful, and then he could be around, like I could be around Lalita easier because her mind's peaceful. She's an ecstatic devotee, deeply ecstatic. So her mind's at peace. She's appeased. So it works, she listens too, her mind's not going all over the place. Yeah. So anyway, it's not like, it just is what it is, so sorry, I'm such a prick. Okay. Yeah, anyway, I just want to eat this stuff, man. Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu at Neelachal, with his personal devotees, always merged in ecstatic love for Krishna. See, personal devotees, that's another key word. I love that word. Personal. See, personal, in person, like God is a person. See, that's why you need to be with the devotees who know the Lord. Hardly one knows me in truth, Bhagavad Gita says. You got to be with those devotees and those who are ecstatically worshiping the Lord with great tears and all these wonderful things. See, they're the personal associates of the Lord. The Lord only likes to associate with them. See? And out of mercy empowers his personal associates to deliver people. Oh, there's no way. This is one thing. The Lord likes to empower a guy like Gohari. Okay, I have no real quality. I can't. I'm not even in control of my senses much. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a little bit only because of that mercy. Whatever mercy the Lord gives me, whatever power he gives me, I pay it forward. He seems to like that, and so it's great for humbling these big sannyasis. It's natural. They can't help it. You become a guru. Come on, man. It's like a person who wins the lottery, but they don't really deserve that money. They didn't build the austerities it takes to learn how to use that money properly and preserve it. You ever see some people, they win the lottery, and because they don't really deserve it, they didn't do actually to do with money and stuff like that. You need to be austere. You need to know how to maintain it, how to make it, how to preserve it. It takes a lot of work, energy. See? So a lot of people who win the lottery, they go crazy after sense gratification because they can get anything they want and destroy their minds and their bodies. Become alcoholics and all this, or lose it. See? So what do you think is going to happen when you're a guru and you don't have, not only, you think you need austerity to do that? No, I didn't get it by austerity. No, I got this position by ecstatic devotion. Simply, it was just there in me. Maybe because of Jesus, I just read the Bible and boom, it was there. And then Prabhupada's books, boom, it's there. And chanting, boom, it was there. Spontaneously from pretty much the beginning. I didn't work for it. I didn't in this life anyway, or austerities. It was just like Brahma's verse. Those who evince the symptoms of ecstasy, tears in the eyes, choking the voice, laughter and all that, that was pretty much all there from the beginning. See? They do not take another birth in this material world. See? They are promoted to the kingdom of God. See? Even though they're not interested in austerities. So this is the benediction you can get here, even though, most people can't do austerities. Only really a Brahmin or a sannyasi who has this, what they call samskaras, can do in Kali Yuga. This is why it's a hopeless path often, they teach in these religions like ISKCON and all that. What kind of hope you got? To follow strictly the rules and regulations? May end up being hypocritical a lot of times, and then you follow hypocrites. A lot of them can't do it or don't want to do it, and they just oh yeah, we're doing all this, but we're really not. But you do it. That's the hypocrisy all the way up into religion, from politics, worldly stuff, up to religion. Yeah, so you think that's the power of a savior? No, a savior teaches, takes away the troubles, takes away the obstacles. That's why they're here, in this world, is to take away the obstacles for their brothers and sisters. So that generally the devotees are promoted to the kingdom of God, right? They don't come back here. But if one does, well, they're on a preaching mission, obviously. And, that's good. That's why Lord Caitanya came, to be on a preaching mission. Devotees like it too. He came here to taste the nectar in the holy name. We're doing that too, right, Lalita? This wonderful nectar in the name. Want to show how glorious it is. Look how much intelligence it gives. Can a guy like Gohari does? I'm amazed myself. I'm listening attentively to the class like you guys or some of you. I think it's fascinating how the Lord works like that. You know? Yeah, yeah, sure. It reveals so many wonderful things. Very creative. See, you get to create. The Lord is creative. You become creative because He utilizes you for His creativity. Yeah, a flute has to be played by an experienced person, right? That's all we are, flutes. You know, they're kind of built the way the Lord can use them. Ultimately, they often have to be hollowed out. That's all. Yeah, but the Lord knows how to play the flute. Yeah. And so if you're a surrendered devotee, right, you followed the real path, you got the real mercy, he plays the flute and you play the flute. It's like you're playing, it's almost like you're playing it. And just like the Lord is tasting, you're tasting. What the Lord did. Can you imagine tasting? Can you imagine, Lalita, tasting the happiness of God? That's what we do here. That's what you can get here. Is it sounding juicy? Is it sounding attractive to anybody? I still got you in mind there, Roddy. I'm still thinking about you. Yeah. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always felt waves of separation from Krishna, externally and internally. His mind and body were agitated by various spiritual transformations. Yeah, that's the gift the Lord gives the devotees. Their body becomes agitated by spiritual transformations. It becomes transformed in ecstatic devotional symptoms. Okay? Well, Upendra, where is Evo these days? Come and see. He's here every day practically. Come more regularly. You'll see he's here every day. Not only for you, but for everybody that's kind of does, they, oh yeah, I'll just drop in and see. Oh yeah, just drop in. Are you kidding, man? This is the greatest show on earth. This is the most rare place to be on this planet, man, as far as I've ever seen. Here's this is like being with God because we are. God actually comes here to our Sangha. Why wouldn't everybody come here if they, you know? What do you want to stay one of the blind people out there? They come and they go, "What's going on there? What's going on there?" Yeah, well, the kingdom of God is coming to you. Oh, where? Here. This is the kingdom of God. It's a place and people. We manifest the kingdom of God. The Lord is pleased to manifest here. Why wouldn't everybody come here? At least regularly, like at least 4 times a week. We come every day. Why wouldn't you, man? It's like an oasis in this desert of the material world. It makes it so easy to come and get a drink and come and get purified, come and get to know the transcendental Lord, know his qualities, his characteristics, his nature, and become very quickly, you can taste that nature for yourself, like the advanced devotees do here. Why wouldn't you do everything to get here? It doesn't, but people, this is what Maya does. Maya makes other things. Even Evo comes here every day. See? Yeah. So during the day, you start reading a little bit, Lalita.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. All glories to you. Oh, glories to Krishna Das Kaviraj. Oh, glorious, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. During the day he chanted, he danced, and he saw Lord Jagannath in the temple. At night, he tasted transcendental bliss in the company of Ramananda Raya and Swarupa Damodara.
Yeah, he tasted transcendental bliss in the company of his intimate devotees. Yeah, that's why you see why the Lord even keeps it, you got to pretty much really want this even to be here. Otherwise, the Lord will lead you away. His Maya will lead you away if you're weak. But if you want to taste these transcendental mellows and bliss, it needs to be in the company of real devotees. That's why the Lord showed that example. That's what's here. Otherwise, is it enough for you to just be an external devotee? Just doing ceremonies and working for Krishna? Or is there anybody out there want to follow the real footsteps of Lord Caitanya who did it by personally? He tasted transcendental bliss in the company of his personal devotees. They were also very ecstatic devotees on the same quality as the Lord, qualitatively. See, that's the offering here. You're seeing devotees here that are qualitatively the same as the Lord. That is the mercy of Lord Caitanya to put you on like a Jesus level. Actually, even more, because isn't more being given here? That's just how it is? The Lord wants us to, what do you call, upgrade everything, upgrade the teaching, clarify the teaching. Upgrade the ecstasy and the intimacy. See, so it's better to be here. Hey, it's better to be here than at the time of Jesus. That's a pretty bold statement, isn't it? And if you go, oh, well, that's you're inconclusive, man. No, I'm not ashamed to say the truth. It's better to be here now than at the time of Jesus. It's better to be here now than at the time of Prabhupada. Why? Because more is given. Why wouldn't you want more? It's like Jesus said himself. Jesus said, the great saints and sages wanted to hear what you heard, but they couldn't. It wasn't revealed. The revelation wasn't revealed of Christ. And the revelation of Lord Caitanya was not revealed. You'd say Lord Caitanya said the same thing. He could say the same thing. Actually, back then they would love to hear that you don't need a bonnet to enter the kingdom of God. St. Paul believed that. So it was more conclusive, more in the internal workings of the Spirit. Okay? So it's progressive, or it should be. Doesn't have to be, because after he left and the major preachers left, this all went down. Just down. And now is on the upswing now. It's going up. Yeah. What's that last thing? What verse are you on there, Lita?
I will watch. Wait. I've just read verse number 6.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, in the company of his devotees. Yeah, so here he's showing us all these beautiful things, beautiful verses. You don't find these verses in the Bible, do you? No, because it's another platform, another levels, and this is more like a finer, more exquisite wine. He even gives you a more exquisite drunkenness too. Higher quality. It's been, yeah. Okay, go ahead there, Levita.
Okay. People from the 3 worlds used to come visit Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who saw him received the transcendental treasure of love for Krishna.
Yeah, and actually, not everyone. I mean, you got to
No.
take these things. Not everyone. Those who came and wanted it. See, that's why it works here. You see those who want it, like Janardhan says, "I really, this is what I want." You see how the Lord's reciprocated even before that. He knows the heart of these devotees. So the demigods came there for that. They begged. They begged. We want we they heard of the prema. See, just like we're doing what the demigods had already done. They studied and they understood the glories of prema and how to get it. It's only from real devotees distributing it. And the Lord was in the mood of a devotee distributing it. And that's how you do it. It's very simple. But if you don't do that, you don't follow that course, you don't get it, because we're here. Part of our job and our job description, our mission statement is to educate people about how to enter into this realm where you never come back again. Even if you come back again, you never come back again, because you're in that divine consciousness. You're engaged in prema bhakti, prema devotional service. See, and that keeps you clean in any dark places you go in this material universe for preaching. What else would a person be in this dark place for? Why would Narada Muni be here unless he's here to preach? He wants to give his association, because unless you associate with devotees who are associated with the personal potency of the Lord, you cannot understand this. Darkness is looming everywhere you look. Darkness is in these gurus. I don't see anyone. Nobody's showing me the symptoms that they're alive. To me, alive is your spiritual body is awakened in relationship with God, and that is rare. The Bhagavad Gita says it's rare. Why shouldn't it be rare? I only heard people preach. I was in the Raj group. He was preaching, oh, there's so many pure devotees around. Just go take shelter of them. I don't know. It didn't sound right to me. But what sounded right is what Prabhupada, see, I believe Prabhupada is more conclusive. He says, when a disciple asked him, where do you see pure devotees? Are they all over the place? He said, no, it's like going out in outer space and finding a log floating out there. That's somebody who knows Krishna in truth. How many Narada Munis are going around, do you know? A lot of sages, a lot of even saints. But who's actually a personal associate of Lord Caitanya? This is special. Until my dying breath, I'm going to preach how special Lord Caitanya is. Because none of them preach how special Lord Caitanya is. They think, oh, anybody can be a pure devotee. Oh, there's so many pure devotees around. So many pure gurus around. Yeah, Gadi Maharaj is a pure devotee. Yeah, this and that was that guy that he worships as his Shiksha guru, is a pure devotee and associate. But no, I met them all. Just like Maharaj Parikshit, his name means examiner. He's looking for somebody he met in the womb, and he knew the real truth of the transcendental potency on a very deep level. And he spent his whole life looking for it. He saw it in one person mainly, and that was Shukadev Goswami. That's how rare it is, how rare it always is. Unless, of course, the Lord comes here, like in person, and then all, this is his nature. All the associates come along with him, thousands, millions. And then he goes back and they all follow him like an entourage. And then he leaves who he wants here to continue the disciplic line. And we're here to continue the real line. It's not rocket science. It is like rocket science to people who don't come in the right door. They think, I can't understand that. You're right. And you won't understand it. You got to come in the way, the real devotees who are real personal associates of the Lord. And we teach what those qualities are. Mm-hmm. That's why when they start manifesting in certain devotees here, you got to also acknowledge them. And not act like a neophyte. I'm in the same level. Yeah. Are you? How much ecstatic love and conclusive understanding do you have? How much dedication that naturally comes to when you're really, the Lord is really in you working, those qualities, you begin to know how to act in this world properly. more and more and more. Action. You know how to talk. You know what to say. You know what to do. Yeah. Go ahead there, Lalita.
The inhabitants of the 7 higher planetary systems, including the demigods, the Gandharvas, and the Knaras, and the inhabitants of the 7 lower planetary systems, Pattalaloka, including the demons, and serpentine living entities. They all visited Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the dress of human beings. You mentioned
Yeah, actually, they came too. A lot of people, do you think they were in the space and they come over in some outer space thing? That happened, yes. But they came as human beings, just like now. You could be a demon in a demon body. You know, remember I told you that you'll see people will come that are like demon types. You know, maybe they're in with the Illuminatis and Masons and all of that. Why not, man? The Lord, if the Lord is really with us, he's very attractive, very powerful. He's already doing it here. He's attracting the lower classes, you know, people, simple people. That's how he starts. And later on, people start to see the value here. You know, it's very similar, again, like Bitcoin, you know. I tell you that Bitcoin is becoming, people that have studied it and know and see it, all that, they see its value. And the mainstream, you know, there are a lot of demons out there, you know, they're all, you know, and they're all trying to control and take over, and they only like, you know, they think, oh, this Bitcoin, like that, you know. But now, with the money systems the way they are, and everything else, even in crypto, everything's fallen, you know, collapsing, except it's Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is just like, it's like a tank, you know, just keep going strong. And all these institutions are looking at this and saying, what is this? This is strong currency, hard money. You know, it's like, it is digital gold. You know, they're thinking like that. And now they're putting all things in there I bet that's Freddie, right? Let's see. I knew it. Especially talking about Bitcoin. Yeah. And so the institutions, they all want to get in on it now, you know? And so anyway, we're entering a bull market, it looks like. So it's already happening. And yeah, you know, so that's how bhakti is. Bhakti is better than that. Bhakti is better than anything. We got it there. Right there, Freddie. We got this fantastic thing. This is the personal potency of the Lord. And we got, you know, I have the order of Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, yeah, go ahead, man. Distribute it. It's time. Got my full approval. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. Do more of that. Yeah. You know, why not, man? But yeah, you got, in other words, we got the disciplic line behind us. And even Krishna came to my second disciple and said, you know, sitting in a tree. You know, she saw it. He's sitting in a tree. Vrindavan was manifest, the flowers and everything, you know, and his voice, very deep, rumbling. She said, what? His voice is up. And I said, what's he saying? He said, oh, yeah, because of your guru, I'm here giving you darshan. Hey, that's deep stuff, man. See, that wasn't only for her. He never does anything just for one person. You know, that was, but with Prabhupada's statement and that statement of Krishna, this is for a lot of people going to get this mercy. Otherwise, what can I do on my own? Unless there's that empowerment from the real line, the disciplic line. Who am I? You know, foolish Gaur Haridas, you know? So I expect some really swashbuckling times, right, Amy? Swashbuckling. Yeah. Go ahead, Lalita, read some more. We'll get into comments and questions in a little bit.
Okay. So, dressed in different ways, people from the 7 islands and 9 khandas, they visited Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prahlada Maharaj, oh yeah, you want to say something?
No?
No, I continue then. Prahlada Maharaj, Bali Maharaj, Vyasadeva, Sukadeva Goswami, and other great sages came to visit Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah. That shows that, see, they came in embodiment because Prahlad Maharaj actually incarnated at that time as Vasudev Dat. See? So he came as Vasu. See, that shows you they came in the dress of devotee. It's this poetic way they put this so that, and if you're a devotee, you can see it's not like some coming from outer space per se. They come in human forms to associate with the Lord. Yeah. And that shows you this is the kind of mercy of Lord Caitanya. He's so powerful and so magnanimous and so merciful that he can purify even demons. Demons can get this. It's like Jesus going down into the hell to preach, but even more, because the more power now. This incarnation is extraordinary. Well, he's showing his extraordinary mercy already to us. Everybody is getting the benefit here. Yeah. Go ahead.
Upon seeing him, upon seeing him, they became unconscious in ecstatic love for Krishna. Being unable to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the populace outside his room would make a tumultuous sound, and thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he would go outside and tell them, chant Hare Krishna.
Yeah, as you advance, so the Lord's given his association, and so usually they talk about this in the Prabhupada's books about the association of devotees being Vani and Vapu. So I think it's Vani. Vapu is with the personal form. Is that personal body there, Freddie? Yeah. And the Vani is by order, by meditation, by faith, that kind of thing. You can associate with advanced devotees or the Lord, that way. So usually there needs to be some vapu there with devotees until they start advancing, and then they get it. They just think about him, like Lalita. She often says she thinks about her guru, and she gets connected. See, that's the advanced stage. So, yeah, it's how it works. Yeah. So the Lord, that's why the devotees come here. They come here to give their association with it, and it takes some, otherwise, how is it, say you're a baby, and you're born, right? And they just leave you in a basket outside. Who's going to take care of you? See, that's what bhakti is. See, bhakti is same thing. Remember the pastime of Vasudeva and Devaki. Krishna was born, okay? And as well, actually, many beings came, many living entities came from her first, and a lot of them were dashed to the ground. They weren't protected, see, because they were actually they had a curse on them. But that's basically the whole world. We have curse on us. We're not protected in this world, even though you have a mother and father. It's always like this. In the Maya, you might be born. See, you're born in a body, and so you're protected by your mother and father, but not extremely well, not perfectly. But you can just grow up, and they do the best they can. Sometimes they beat you and they're bitchy, like Lolita's telling me. Her mother was not such a nice lady. you know. So, you know, and a lot of us have these deficiencies. So it's not perfect. It's not perfectly, they're not taking care of us perfectly. And that same thing when we become attracted to God within religion. See, so now we might even be initiated by gurus or teachers or baptized. But unless the minister is actually really like divine minister in between themselves and God, they can't take care of you that well. See, that's called religion. That's why ultimately it's abandoned because there's still hypocrisy in it. The leaders often are not self-realized, and they can help you so far. Okay? But ultimately, you get this kind of care. Your bhakti is born here or reawakens. Maybe it was awakened, like some devotees here. They've had awakenings before, but no place to be nurtured and cared for. See, so here it's a place to be nurtured and cared for. Your bhakti, and it's just like a baby, but now you have a spiritual body now, and you're becoming conscious of that. It's awakened now. So now we know how to feed it. See, hearing, chanting, remembering, and association, devotees especially, even alone. Yeah, you got to feed the baby when the baby's hungry. And Krishna's hungry a lot. He's not, he's like, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
All kinds of people would come to see the Lord. And upon seeing him, they would be overwhelmed with ecstatic love for Krishna. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he passed his days and nights one day, people suddenly came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they informed him Gopinath Prattanayaka, the son of Bhavananda Raya, has been condemned to death by the Bhada Gyana, the eldest son of the king, and has been raised on the Changa. The Bhada Gyana was placed swords beneath the platform. They said, and will throw Gopinath upon them. O Lord, only if you protect him will he be saved. Bhavananda Raya and his entire family are your servants. Therefore, it is quite fitting for you to save the son of Bhavananda Raya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired, why is the king chastising him? Thereupon the people described the entire incident. They said, Gopinath Patanayaka, the brother of Ramananda Raya, has always been a treasurer for the government. He served in the place known as Mala Yatya Dandapata, soliciting and collecting money there and dispositing it in the government treasury. Once, when he deposited the collection, however, a balance of 200,000 kahanas and conchos was due from him. Therefore, the king demanded this sum. Gopinath Patanayaka replied, there is no money I can immediately give you in cash. Please give me time. Gradually I shall purchase and sell my gross goods, and in this way fill your treasury. There are 10 to 12 good horses. Take them immediately for a proper price. After saying this, he brought all the horses to the door of the king. One of the princes knew how to estimate the price of horses very well. and thus the king sent for him to come with his ministers and friends. The prince, however, purposely gave a reduced estimate for the value of the horses. When
You know,
Gopi,
you know what I like about this. This is you see how Gopinath Patanaika is he's a government servant, man, in the treasury. Hey, he cheats a little bit, like in the government, they squander things and all of this stuff. And yeah, matter of fact, he'd used money also from the government to see dancing girls. Yeah, what kind of dancing girls do you think he's going to see? Oh, nice dancing? No, no, the dancing girls, the kind of more sexually type things. Matter of fact, the Lord chastised him playfully. Say, yeah, you see Gopinath, he goes on and uses the money and goes to see dancing girls. They like that. And this is the amazing mercy of Lord Caitanya, simply because he was the brother of Ramananda Roy. Related to Ramananda Roy, the Lord showed him so much mercy. He had attachment to chanting the holy name. Yeah. So you can see how powerful the mercy of the Lord and his devotees are. That's the whole thing. People, I'll tell you, everybody should be, like thinking, let me become associate and a brother of real devotees. Because then you become protected also, like the devotee is protected. This is not necessarily a seminal thing. It could be, it was there, but you can cleave on to this brotherhood, because there's no, it's not a seminal thing. It can be, but you can become brother and sister with devotees here. A lot of people feel that way here already. They feel dedicated to this family. And that's what it's about. You don't think Ramananda Roy was dedicated, or Gopinath Patanaika was dedicated to the family of Bhavananda? They're all pure devotees. See, this crosses beyond the families naturally dedicated to themselves, each other even, because we're family, we're bonded. I heard that yesterday, the other day. Oh, this family member is bonded with another one. See, but it's bodily. Yeah, neither one knows who they really are yet. They're not this body. They're not like if those persons. Oh, I'm bonded with this person. Well, if they both die, and they will, and they come back again, they will not feel that bond unless they associate. See how it works? Well, it works the same thing spiritually. You got to find these devotees who are bonded with the transcendental Lord. And then you bond with them, and you're bonding with the family of God. There's no other way to enter this family. That's why people who go away and think, okay, thank you very much for giving me a connection to Krishna. And they go away and they do other things, and sometimes they even blaspheme what we're doing. But they don't understand that it's about bonding with the family, and that takes some purification. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead there, Lalita.
Mm-hmm. The prince, however, purposely gave a reduced estimate for the value of the horses. When Gopinath Pattanayaka heard the price quoted, he was very angry. That prince had a personal idiosyncrasy of turning his neck and facing the sky, looking here and there again and again. Gopinath Pattanayaka criticized the prince. He was unafraid of the prince because the king was very kind toward him.
Yeah, and you see, that's an interesting statement there. He was unafraid of the prince because, and that's a prince, the prince of the king. He's unafraid because he had a relationship with the king. See, that gave him confidence, that gave him boldness. Now apply that spiritually. That's why devotees overcome fear, because they have a king that's in charge of their life. They don't relate to him as a king. They have personal relation. He's their friend. This king is my friend, like Arjuna. The king of Dwarka was a friend of Arjuna. Arjuna says, yeah, he's a great king, but he's my friend. Therefore, Arjuna would act very boldly. That's why devotees who are, if you're a guru, we'll put the gurus out a little bit, swashbuckle it a little bit. If you're a guru and you're going around like this, oh, yeah, Hare Krishna, let me give Bhagavatam class. Okay. And then that's shown a sign of your lack of relationship with the Lord, lack of your confidence. Look how why does this Gaur speak like this?
Power of Krishna.
Because of confidence. Because my friend is a great king. He's the king of all kings. The Lord of all lords. What do I got to worry about? I only worried that I'd misunderstand who is a pure devotee and I commit offense, because then I have to get spanked. Okay? So that's the secret, is if you come into this association, you're going to become an intimate friend of the king, who's a king of all kings. I mean, that's his ultimate truth, that he's Krishna and Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna are the source of all incarnations. Even Radha is the source of gopis' incarnations. She's the source of the goddess of fortunes, right? See how Radha and Krishna, it's all about them. They're the originals. Yeah, even in the films, they had this vampire show, and I was attracted to it. I thought, this is kind of interesting. I think I could use this, and here we go. I'm going to use it. So these vampires were the originals. There were certain where the all other vampires came from. See, they were the originals. And they had special, the other vampires could die, but these originals couldn't. See, you couldn't kill them. See, and they were stronger, they were faster, they had more power, more intelligence, see, than the copies. They were considered copies. So that's how the Lord is. His original identity is Lord Caitanya, Radha and Krishna. See, everything else is from them. Even the goddess of fortunes are her reflections. Consider reflection. Could you imagine? No, we can't imagine. See, that love is a reflection that they have for Krishna, her reflection. Yeah, and the original cowherd boy, the second expansion is Balaram. See, Nityananda, Balaram, see, they both came 2 times. It's this Kali Yuga. Well, one was the previous Yuga. Yeah. So, and everything, all friends of Krishna come from them. Friends and servants of Krishna. See, and Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. See, all expansions of mothers and fathers, fatherly Ras come from them. See, they're the originals. See? That's why they have stronger bhakti, you notice? Yeah. Who can match Nityananda's bhakti? Who can match Radha's bhakti? Who can match Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj's parental love? Lalita likes this when I really get deep, inclusive. I'm only doing this for her. She desires this.
Make me fly to Vrindavan.
Yeah. See, that's how it works. It's like that. See, so that vampire movie had good. From the shadow, you can understand the truth. Because from the truth comes everything, even the shadow of truth. That's how the devotees are protected, because they're in the deeper truth, and the shadow only reminds them of Krishna. Lord Caitanya showed this. Lord Chaitanya went around and he looked at trees and it remind him of the tree in Vrindavan. He'd look at sand dunes that remind him of Govardhan Hill. He got so deep in his ecstatic devotion that everything in here reminded him of the eternal stuff. So read that, Freddie. Can you read that? What Noodle says? So true.
This is so true. Reminded me of a wonderful song written by a devotee of Ram Das. He says, "When the Lord is standing by my side as support to me, I have nothing more to ask, or what else would I need?"
That's it, man. That's self-realization in a nutshell. Everything is there. Everything is in Krishna. This is what Mother Yashoda looked in the mouth of Krishna. She saw everything. There wasn't anything that was not in there. This is what we do when we chant Hare Krishna. We're like looking into the mouth of the Lord. Everything is in there. It's like a mine, going into a mine of jewels. Who wouldn't? I don't know why anybody would. If I was a guru, you guys there, you gurus, and I didn't have this treasure, I would take my little guru idea and I would drop it in the Ganga or somewhere. Just like, hey man, let me just go get this. See? Or if you're following a guru there that doesn't have this treasure that we have, many of us have here, I would just let that go and do like Bali Maharaj and go to the real Shuddha Bhaktas. Just like him. He just said, I'm sorry, you're adverse to progressiveness of Shuddha Bhakti, the transcendental level. So pay my base, I let you go. No, you can't do that. And they try to bewilder you with their speculations. No, you're never supposed to leave your guru. Oh, really? Yeah, what kind of guru are you? What kind of level? Are you realized? Oh, it doesn't matter. We just follow, Yeah, see, speculation. Here you have the shelter of conclusive truth. Yeah, you never leave your guru if he's got real deep bhakti and he awakens you. Of course not. You got to be a fool like some people do that here. They get shiksha here, they get awakened, and then they leave their guru and they start even criticizing sometimes. That's real childish. Means immature. Yeah, you never leave this kind of guru. Why would you? Even Prabhupada taught that. You never leave your bhakti guru. He knocked the devotees off the sand dune in Juhu Beach. Yeah, knock him right down. Prove his point. Yeah, you never throw away or give up your bhakti guru. Well, it's like giving up your best friend. It's giving up your connection to the
source of life.
Yeah, source of life. It means it's not like, oh, okay, you get this like a prostitute. Oh, okay, I got what I want. Now I'm going. What is this? No. Yeah. Okay, read on.
Freddie or me?
Oh, did you finish? Ready?
No, but Freddie was reading comments. I read more.
Yeah. Is there any comments? I don't know if there are here. Are there a few comments there, Freddie? Yeah, read some comments.
There is another one from Govinda, and if you can place the phone somewhere, even better. People naturally look towards a screen. Another one.
I don't know what he's talking about.
He said that he played the classes in the queue at supermarkets, etc.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Jan does the same.
All right. Okay, read some other things.
Okay, I have to see if I find more. There are not so much comments.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's move on. Hey, Rade, give us a word.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm just listening very carefully
Oh,
today.
wow.
Yes. And you said, who is a real guru? I don't know. I thought my guru was a real guru, but he was only interested in my money. So it's strange. But now I feel that if there is any one guru that I can follow, it is you. So besides Freddy, of course.
Yeah, well, we discuss what the qualities of guru here are. We just
Yeah,
yeah. So it's not like you're in the dark. I mean, you have conclusive understanding,
yeah,
of the Shastras and Guru
yeah,
and the Vaishnavas.
yeah.
So it's
I'm
yeah,
so happy, you know.
yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
happy. I have no diseases. I am healthy. I listen to you every day. I listen to Lalita, and when I see Freddy, my day is perfect.
Mm.
So now my husband is with Johan.
Oh,
Yeah, they are riding a bike. But
oh.
my husband is. I love him so much. He gives me Krishna, and sometimes I don't know how to say it. How much this Krishna consciousness gives value to my life. You know? Yeah. Are you tired?
Yeah, but that's okay.
I can see it. You know? I hope I'm not boring you, but
No. This my health is not that great today. That's all.
yeah, that's okay. But I listen to you every day, and when I'm on my postal round, I chant all day long
Hmm.
without counting.
Right.
I'm chanting and thanking Krishna every day on my postal round, and yeah, maybe I sound silly, but that's how I feel.
What do you mean silly? This is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And then I come back home, and first thing I look is Gora Hari life. You know, I love your life classes so much, even in this way. Man, I'm just a simple postwoman, but I love your classes, and you give me strength every day without. I'm not in ecstasy. Lalita says, um, if you're in ecstasy, you have to go live, because if you do not go live, you are not in ecstasy. uh I know
I'm
she
sorry,
means.
Rade. I never said that.
No,
Never.
no. You mean well, and
No, Jan said that. I never said that.
no. Okay, I have some frambozen confiture for you to make it
Yeah.
good. No, but I listen to everybody's classes. I'm waiting for Freddy class. Come on, Freddy, go live.
Mhm.
No, but it's you all support me, and I'm so happy. So
Great. Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Yeah. Your turn there, Freddie. Give us a word.
What can I say after Radhi?
nothing. Nothing.
When I'm listening here in these classes, then also I often many things from Shastra I pop up from in the mind. And Prabhupada said so many things in his books. And we were also discussing how magnanimous Lord Caitanya was. And Prabhupada also said that if we knew how merciful Lord Caitanya is, then we would faint immediately. And that's something we cannot fathom, you know. We are just here in our conditioned state, and we hear the word, mercy, mercy, mercy. But what does it actually mean, mercy? And when a devotee awakens and feels this transcendental vibration, this transcendental love within the heart, then you start to understand what that mercy actually is. And that is what we are experiencing here every day in this class by listening very carefully and humbly. Then
Yes,
things. You see, Radhe, I'm giving a class now.
Yes, go, Freddy, go.
And that's how it works, you know. We have to be very attentive, listening very carefully, and I ask in a humble way questions to Guru and not challenging him, like most Vaidis do. They start immediately criticizing him, and that is, oh, this is Vaidi and this is not according Shastra, or they just look to one corner in the Shastra and they see only the Vaidi quotes, but they don't see the Raganuga quotes. So, and then you get a kind of a polarization between Raganuga devotees and Vaidi devotees, and they have to come over what is this obstacle actually? So listening is the first principle in spiritual life. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnoi. So if we don't listen to a bona fide spiritual master, then we cannot make actually really progress in our spiritual life. Then we just try to read Shastra on our own, and then we start speculating. It can mean this, it can be that, but it's never like that. So Krishna can only be revealed by listening to the bona fide spiritual master. That's why we come here every day and we listen to Srila Gaura Haridas, we listen to Lalita, we listen to Yoam, and everybody who comes here and speaks in the truth, who speaks conclusive, which is unalloyed devotional service, not mixed with gyan or mixed with other yoga processes. Here it's all about pure, unalloyed bhakti. And from that, everything will develop. And every devotee has a different nature. My nature is more into listening and reading, and less chanting. That is more my nature. When Guru speaks, my ears always like like that. So, but of course, the chanting is the most powerful thing in this Kali Yuga. The greatest mercy comes from this chanting, in the association again with pure ecstatic devotees. When we pick up that vibration, then this Maha Mantra becomes alive in us, and from that mantra, everything is revealed. The pastimes is revealed. Our relationship is revealed. So that is the whole essence of the process. Once we realize our soul and our intimate relationship with Radha and Krishna, then we have reached perfection. You feel an ever-growing love in this process, and it keeps on going and it keeps on going. And that's why we come here every day. You know, how can I come here for 6 years if this would be boring? Then I would go somewhere else, or I would go do some things in Maya and be a fruitive worker. Like that.
So,
Yes.
Freddy, what does the mantra mean to you?
The mantra means ultimately everything. You feel the transcendental emotions, you feel you see that you can actually see the pastimes which are going on in the spiritual world, but literally it also means mana is the mind, and tra is that what liberates the mind from illusion. So, and that's what the mantra actually does. We become free from all our misconceptions here, our temporary illusions. It's all identification with body and mind. And this mantra liberates you from all these types of illusion.
Yeah. But sometimes when I wake up in the morning and I come downstairs and my husband is chanting and he says, you should chant. And I have no desire to chant. You know? Sometimes it's
Yeah,
difficult for me to
yeah.
chant. And then my husband is here and he's so happily chanting and I
Yeah,
have
that's great.
with
Yeah, I want to read a comment from Fernando. Yeah, great. Thanks there, Freddie. I was thinking of the devotees, Fernando says. I know from my whole life, I believe in Sri Chaitanya. Here, I realize they actually don't believe in Sri Chaitanya. That's the difference. Well, yeah, see, you can, it's like believing in a picture. See, and it's usually not the right picture. You know, they say the picture, you know, this is a picture of that person, visualization even and all that. Or, yeah, a picture of Lord Chaitanya is not just a picture or a, what do you call, a superimposed misconception, uh, speculative conception about Lord Chaitanya. No, Lord Chaitanya is conclusive truth. Mute your mic there. Yeah, it's a conclusive understanding and this ecstasy, this ecstatic feelings. So that's more of a clearer picture of Lord Chaitanya, and most people don't have that picture. They have kind of they either paint a picture and then they say, "Well, this is Lord Chaitanya," and or they paint a picture for you of something that's more material, Lord Chaitanya. Oh, Lord was really good or something, or you know, or he was, or or it could be even bad if they're kind of against him. So they paint you an inaccurate picture. See, so knowing Lord Chaitanya means you're in the personal potency of the Lord. Okay, you know what? I have to go because I'm tired. Maybe Lalita, do you want to do a class now or no?
That's okay, but if you want to sleep, I'm not going to come downstairs.
No. You can come downstairs. It's not like I sleep. I just lay down.
Rest, yeah, okay, I'm
Yeah,
coming.
you can come downstairs, no problem.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lalita will give a class if anybody wants. I just, I have to rest a little bit more today. Hare Krishna, everybody. And definitely come back for Lalita's class if you got the energy and time. Haribo.